see a red helicopter. Oh, damn. I don't know if I want to go this way. Damn, I'm nervous. No, don't do it. You're going to die. Don't do it. Don't get it. It's not real. Oh, damn. Man, I should have took that. What's going on, guys? It's your boy GS bringing you guys another online ranked match. The intro was a clip from my new Black Ops 2 live commentary. Check it out. If you guys haven't checked out my new channel, annotation is on the screen right now. Click that to subscribe and check out the great biblical entertainment I have going on over there. Also, link in the description if you're on a phone. And today we're bringing you guys some Lions gameplay. The issue is the votes went for the Cowboys versus Packers. But again, I posted that game already. I'm telling you, man, these overnights are going to be going crazy. I'm making mistakes, and I truly apologize for that, guys. You know, I didn't realize that was a game I posted already. And again, I really apologize. The next thumbs up game was the Detroit Lions versus the Cowboys. So, I mean, hey, we still technically giving you guys a Cowboys gameplay. It's just I'm playing with the Lions. And it's no secret what I want to do on offense. I want to give the ball to Calvin Johnson. I want to be able to put the ball in his hands as much as possible. And I'm figuring I'm going to struggle on defense. Just look at the weapons that they have at Dallas. They are, to me, a top 3 team offensively in the game. You have Witten up the middle, is a monster. You have Bryan and Austin on the outside. DeMarco Murray, the dude, is a stallion. Then you have Felix Jones to replace him when he gets tired. He's quick. Ogletree in the slot. Just really, man, offensive weapons out the yin-yang coming with the Dallas Cowboys. So all we can do is hope for a couple of stops and hope that we can, you know, be able to do what we want to do on offense, which is, you know, stay potent, stay consistent, and put up points on an every drive basis, hopefully. And right here, he's within the 5-yard line after a run right there. And he's kind of running outside the pocket towards the left, and don't test the user. He's so disrespectful. Somebody, please give that man a link to my channel. Let him know. Do not throw the ball my way. The results are going to end up something like that. So we end up picking off an interception, and there's nothing worse. And trust me, I know. I've thrown hundreds of them. There's nothing worse than throwing an interception right next to the end zone. That just hurts. And right there, look at Calvin Johnson on the street. We got 1 miss, and then we got 2 missed. Zoopies, and we end up going to Calvin Johnson for the touchdown right there. We end up streaking him, and again, I'm looking for him every single play. You know, I want to establish a run just to kind of, even though I would prefer running more than passing, but when you got a beast like Calvin Johnson, you need to put the ball in that man's hands. And speaking of putting the ball in somebody's hands, we got a no soup for you. Our second interception. This one we end up taking back for a pick 6. So we are now up 14-0, and we got a nice lead. You know, whenever your defense is able to score for you, definitely takes the load off your shoulders. So, you know, we're feeling good, but I know that I have a tough game ahead of me just due to the firepower that they have on offense. I know it's not going to be easy. You know, I know I'm not going to get streak home run TDs and pick 6s and things like that. You know, I know I'm in for a battle. Just as you can see right there, anybody can get open at any given time with this team. You know, as long as Romo puts the ball on point, it's going to be a really tough game to go ahead and try and stop the Dallas Cowboys. And again, he's driving down the field. So at this point, it gets me a little worried, even though we are up 14-0. But that's 2 times in a row he was able to just drive downfield with no problem. You know, he made a mistake throwing an interception the first time, but this time, as you see, he's doing really good just driving down the field. He ends up handing it off on first and goal. He ends up scoring a touchdown. So, I mean, we did get 2 interceptions, but we also let him just run down our defense. So that right there is not good. That lets me know that he's probably going to continue to have success on offense. So hopefully we can just keep up putting points, and, you know, we should be fine. You know, let him continue to play catch up. So right here we are 3rd and 5. We need this first down to avoid punting. Matthew Stafford is looking. He's outside the pocket. There's nobody open, so he ends up trying to haul, but then somebody gets wide open. We end up passing the ball, so we continue to you know, have our drive here, and we end up getting fumbled, but thankfully we end up recovering the ball. So now it's 3rd and mega long, and what do? We end up going over the middle. Best you had it. It was in your hands. You're wide open. How can you drop that? You are a grown man. How dare you drop the pigskin like that? Come on, player. You got to put those in your meat hooks and catch them. And the ball touches your meat hooks, and you're a grown man. That should be a catch. So now he has an opportunity to come back and tie this ball game, and it looks like that's what he's going to do. Again, outside those 2 picks, we're kind of struggling on the defense, man. He's moving the ball at will, and that's not good. You know, if I get 2 interceptions, he just ties the ball, then that just doesn't say, you know, that doesn't let me know it's going to be that good of a game. But we get another interception, 3-piece, and we end up getting our 3rd interception of the game. And he keeps on finding these wide open Detroit Lions. Problem is, he's playing with the Dallas Cowboys. So hopefully we can put up points. And right there we go to Calvin Johnson on the go streak. And that's probably one of the last times you're going to see Calvin Johnson. He put such a focal point on Calvin Johnson from that point on. And look how I was running. Look at the dude just had a heart attack. He just straight fell to the ground. He didn't know what to do. He just clenched his heart and just fell. That's what happens when Calvin Johnson just hits you with the ghost streak. You don't know what to do. You just, my heart, cardiac arrest, and you end up falling. That way you don't look too bad. You know when you're in the game room, whatever, then you're going over film. Hey, coach, I couldn't tackle him because I went into cardiac arrest. What do you want me to do? So we're up 21-7, and we're definitely feeling good about that lead right now. So hopefully our defense can continue to come through and force them into mistakes. And so far so good with that, you know. And like I was saying about Calvin Johnson, he was backing his defender up. He was man aligning him towards the outside. He was shading him, and it really made it difficult for me to try to give the ball to Calvin Johnson. Because at this time during the scheme, you know, either the passes I go to him is going to be an outside or a streak. And, you know, he definitely did. He paid a lot of attention doing that. You might hear my baby right there. So consider this a door comp between me and my baby. And right here, we're trying to run the ball, kill the clock. It's second quarter, and the half is winding down. So we don't want to do nothing too crazy. You know, if we can move the ball, running the ball, then, you know, that's good. And right here, we back up with Matthew Stafford. We're looking. We go over. We find a wide open shuffler, get us a first down. We end up scampering out of bounds. And you can count on one hand how many times I go to Calvin Johnson from this on forward. He put, again, a lot of focal point on him. He was having safeties on him. He was double teaming him. He really made sure that Calvin Johnson was not going to be able to just do what he wants this game. And, you know, more power to him. You know, I really wasn't expecting somebody to just completely put so much focus on him, and right there I just throw a really bad pick in the coverage, and that sucks, man. We was really close to entering the red zone, not to mention it was about to be halftime, so that right there sucks, man. As long as we don't give up a score here, it's kind of okay, but that right there really hurt. And nothing worse than, again, giving up a touchdown right before, you know, giving up an interception, I mean, on my way to scoring. So instead of going up 2 possessions, we have a chance of him even tying the game at this point. And he ends up kicking a field goal. So we go into halftime with a 17-21 lead. And it could have been better. You know, we could have been up 24-17. But right there he goes for onside kick. There's 1 second left. I mean, I'm not going to complain about that. You know, he just basically did it just to waste that 1 second off the clock. Right here he goes for a Hail Mary, but he doesn't get that. So we end up going into halftime 21-17. So we're feeling good, and we have ball. So again, I'm looking for Calvin Johnson as much as possible, but he's making it really difficult. He's making sure he's staying over the top with the safety and covering the outside. So he's leaving the drag routes open, and, you know, but I don't want those short rink-a-dink passes when I have Calvin Johnson on my team. You know, I want to be able to force feed him the ball, and that's what happens when I play with a lot of dominant receivers. You know, I happen to just continuously try to give them the ball, but this time I see him adjusting, and I'm trying to play smart, but I'm itching. I want to pass him the ball so bad. I want to be able to put the ball in his hands. He is the best receiver in the game, and I want to be able to use him, but he's making great adjustments, and as you see, my offense is definitely slowed down. System 2 touchdowns that I was able to score, you know, really quickly with Johnson. So, you know, I'm back to dinking and dunking, you know, looking for the drag routes, looking for anybody open, and again, Calvin Johnson is just really not even a factor in this game, considering he's double, triple teaming them. So, we try to go to best. We get nothing on the left. So, 2nd and 12. We're looking over the middle. We end up doing just a quick pass, and we end up getting a couple yards. So, 3rd and 9. We're looking, and that's what I mean. Just trying to force feed the ball to Calvin Johnson. You know, that's what happens. I really apologize if you hear my baby just sliding down, you know, having a ball back there in the background. I apologize if he's a little too loud, but try to focus in on my voice if you can. That's, you know, me just trying to give him the ball in a situation where I shouldn't have. I'm just frustrated with how he's defending Calvin Johnson, and I just really threw a bad pass. But thankfully, we forced him to punt the ball, so we're able to get the ball again and try this again. Another drive. Hopefully, we can put some points on the board, even a field goal, which makes it a 7-point game. So we're looking for anything right here. Try to move the ball positively, try to move the chains, and just see what we can get going on offensively right here. So we're getting close to the red zone right here. Right here, we don't want no mistakes. We've already made 2 this game, really close to the red zone, so we don't want a third one. We don't want to be able to make a mistake so close to putting a point. So you see, we're running the ball 3rd and 5. I really didn't care if he were to stop me. I would have taken my field goal, but thankfully he didn't. So right here, we go to Sheffield, and we end up scoring a touchdown. So we got our 2-possession lead again. We are up 11 points, and again, we're feeling good. We have stopped them multiple times on offense. And this is where I feel like one more can possibly put this game away. If we stop him and score a touchdown, then that right there could be game. He goes for the streak, and he ends up overthrowing him. I mean, that's what you get with Romo from time to time. He doesn't always have the best accuracy. And right there, he goes over the top, and again, he ends up missing him. And we end up forcing a 3rd down, but he ends up getting a 1st down right there. And again, outside of those interceptions, he's been, both of us really, we've both made interceptions, bad interceptions, but for the most part, when we're not making mistakes, we're able to move the ball pretty fluently. We're able to have good success on offense outside of those turnovers where we just made really bad reads. And right here, he goes over the middle. That right there should have been an interception. He threw it in double coverage. We end up dropping it. So 2nd and 10. And, all he needs is the field goal here. Field goal makes it a 1-possession game still. But, of course, he's going for that touchdown. And he gets really close right there. 1st and goal within the 5-yard line. And he ends up rolling outside the pocket, finding a wide open DeMarco Murray touchdown. So he's back in his ball game. He ends up going for the onside kick right there. Why? Who knows? I mean, obviously, he wants the ball back. He's probably trying to give me a short field, so I don't have much time to score. But you have all your timeouts, kick the ball off. But, I mean, he has multiple reasons why to go for this. I really think, it could be the short field reason. But, thankfully, we end up recovering it. So right there, Matthew Stafford tries to run with it. We get nothing. So 4th down, we end up punting him the ball with an opportunity to take the lead. Oh, man, is our defense going to be able to come through? Are we going to be able to stop him from winning this game and or tying? We would like it neither. We want him to lose. We want to be able to stop him and hopefully bring a W home. And hopefully that is what we can do. He ends up throwing into coverage. He throws an interception. I mean, that right there, you want to talk about bad reads. There was no way that he couldn't see him. He just, out of the pressure, he ends up just throwing a panic throw just out of frustration. To avoid the sack. And he throws in the coverage, so we'll take that. And we're trying to kill clock. That's why I avoided running into the end zone on that 1st down play. We want to make him waste some timeouts, and it worked to perfection. Not only did he waste some timeouts, we are able to score a touchdown anyway. So, again, now it's a 10-point lead. And, he's still in this ball game. He has shown that he can drive down the field within quickness and be able to put points up on the board. Hopefully we can prevent that. He goes for the streak, and I'm sorry, son, again, don't test the user. He's so disrespectful. Why are you testing me, son? Stop thinking that these thumbs, they made out of gold, son. And right there, we end up going through the concede, and we end up winning the game. Hope you guys enjoyed the game, guys. Me and my baby having a door come here. Really appreciate the support you guys have for my channel. Subscribe to my new channel if you haven't already. Follow me on Twitter if you already not. As always, it's your boy JS signing out. Peace. Give it to me, baby.